Mood kind of struck me to do an outside video, and I had a topic that I wanted to talk about today, and it's in regards to the balding at a young age thing. So let's get started. When did you start balding? I started balding around 8th grade, whenever the front of my hair started thinning. But I really started to take notice in 9th grade whenever I had longer hair kind of swept to the side, and I noticed that the hairline started to recede right around this point. What made you notice? I finally started to notice the thinning about 9th grade year and decided it might look better if I cut it a little bit shorter, and it did. But then it showed a lot more of the hairline receding right here because whenever I was swooping it to the side, it covered a lot more of it. How did you feel about balding? I honestly denied it at first. I thought that it was a nutritional thing. I thought that maybe I was doing something wrong with how I was taking care of my hair. And as time went on, I came to realize, even with the dermatologist telling me that it was male pattern baldness, I started to actually realize it was male pattern baldness because I didn't believe in that first. Because I didn't think that anybody at my age of 9th, 10th grade could be going through balding. And I was wrong, and apparently it affects a lot more people than is noted. There's a lot of research studies out there talking about how many people it affects and how often. And I mean, although I am a rare case, considering that it happened around the age of 14 to 16, it still happens. So I feel a lot less alone with it. And it's part of the reason why I ended up cutting it down so short, and why I'm actually going to be cutting it down to level 1 pretty soon, based on comments from my last video regarding the whole receding hairline thing. Did you do anything to try to stop it? I took a lot more vitamins, I started eating healthier, exercising more. I started using product to try to cover it up more, because at this point, I mean, it still wasn't as bad as it is today. It was a lot lower and still looked pretty good. When did you come to terms with it? 6/14/17 is the day that I shaved my head and the day that I made that video talking about shaving my head. Do you miss having hair? Yeah, I definitely miss having like swooping, awesome, amazing hair. But you come to realize and you come to accept over time that appearance and looks really aren't everything. And my friends aren't friends with me because of how I look. They like me because of who I am. And my last girlfriend that I just had, who I dated for 9 months, didn't care about my hair at all. In fact, she actually wanted to see my head shaved, but I was too much of a wuss to actually go through with it at the time. Looks really don't determine a quality relationship with people. People are judging you based on superficial ideals like looks. They're probably not the kind of people you want to associate yourself with. How do people react? If you want to know how people reacted to my hair, you'll have to check out my blog post about it, which is down in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed the short video about some of the thoughts of shaving my head and kind of what brought me to it. I can go into more detail about it if you want to. You can feel free to ask any questions down below about it. And if there are any young men struggling out there with hair declining rather, I'm an 18-year-old. This has happened to me. I'd be happy to talk to anybody about this and to give some advice if you need it. Thank you guys so much for watching.